Hey, it's your buddy Tim back doing a new Raid Shadow Legends video. And we are going to look at the Dark Fae Doom Tower. And unfortunately, I'm in the normal zone, but I feel like we can learn some things from this Dark Fae. And I'm going to use a champion that I don't hear anybody talking about that I think is going to be an absolute Dark Fae juggernaut. Now, we're also going to look at how resistance affects team power. I have a bunch of guild hall medals saved up. We're going to put together an all-void defensive team, see what their team power is before the upgrade to resistance, and then see what their team power is after the upgrade to resistance, and see how much resistance adds to your team power. So let's check it out. Okay, now before I start the video, what I want to do is there's been a question about what adds to team power. And so what I'm going to do is I have a picture here behind me of a team defense that I might use in my arena, all voids. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my game mode here, and I am going to use all 1,758 of my medals during this clan v clan into the resist category here, right? And then we're going to recheck what the team power is on all the voids, because if resist adds team power, then I should see a pretty good increase in resistance, right? So let's go ahead and upgrade this as many times as I can. And then we will see. Looks like I'm going to get to 7. I don't think I can get to 8. So I got to 7. So I still have 195. Let's do a couple other ones here. No. Okay, so I used pretty much all my medals, right? I got to 7 on the resist. Now let's go back. Let's go back. So remember, here's what the team power looked like: 229,095 on the before I did the resist. Now let's go back and see what we get on the new resist for that defense. So let's go here. Let's go to defense. 256,096. So considerable difference. So it's what, 229 or 256,095. So we'll say 229, 256 minus 229, so that'd be 26,000. So 27,000 team power. Okay, resist is huge to team power. So in case you wanted to know, now we know. Okay, well, welcome back, and we are going to be looking at a champion that I had spent a lot of time with, and I think is going to be very valuable in the Dark Fae Doom Tower battles, because his turn meter control is pretty much second to none. And the guy I'm talking about is Shatterbones. And Shatterbones has 2. He's got a decreased speed on everybody, and this is an amazing skill. On a 4-turn cooldown, he's got a 50% chance on a 3-hitter, 75 if you book it up. So he hits you 3 times, has a 75% chance of reducing turn meter by 30%. So if he hits it all the time, he's going to reduce your turn meter by 90%. And he does it quite often. And so if you know about the Dark Fae, the most important thing when you're coming into the Dark Fae is to be able to beat your own team. And I'm going to show you a run where we can beat our own team and make it happen pretty easy. Now we're still on normal, and I do think this would work on the harder levels. You might have to up his gear, and I'll show you his gear after we're done. But we're going to start this, and I'm going to show you how to win it, and then I'm going to let it run on auto and show you basically our team killing us because we didn't have the right cooldowns up. So I'm going to save Shatterbones cooldown for the boss. Now, what I found was you really only want a couple of support champions and then nukage, right? So if you can, so you save your support champions for the boss. You use your nukers to clear the waves, and yeah, then you're good to go. So I like Padma here because she adds some buffs that we need against the actual boss, which is her attack down, and then he's got a decreased speed, which is very, very nice against the boss. So again, we will just go ahead and let our nukers do their job. And so there goes the attack down with Padma. And then we have Haikatun with her speed aura, which is what we were looking for. And then we'll just go ahead and finish these guys off. And these waves are almost too soft because I can't get enough turns in to be able to use his skills on the waves, because then he doesn't have them on the boss. Okay, so obviously it's important to make him fast, but it's also important probably not to have spirit affinity folks on your team, because those spirit affinity folks then show up over here and he has a chance of weak hitting them and not getting his turn meter control. So you can see he's got full turn meter, but since we are the home team, I guess, we get to go first. So we're going to go ahead and reduce their turn meter. So bop, bop, bop. You can see all their turn meters come down except for her, which kind of sucks. But he is the most important one, so we're going to go ahead and let him finish it off. And from here we can go auto because we get the attack down. They're going to take our Ginbo, but that's okay. Then we get the decreased speed on the boss, which is always good, and we get to finish it off. So they take our Ginbo, decrease accuracy. He comes right back because Phoenix does his job, and very, very easy. Now let me show you what happens when our Shatterbones works against us. If you don't have your cooldowns up, we'll go ahead and replay this on auto, and we will let Shatterbones kill us because he will take all of our turn meter, and he will do to us what we did to the boss. And so, yeah, we won't even make it probably 2 rounds through our own wave because Shatterbones just keeps us locked down the whole way. So let's take a look at it. I do think he'd probably be decent in arena as well, if you built him right. But you can see now we've got slow speed, and our Ginbo kills us, and yeah, we just don't get a chance to make anything happen. So yeah, he is a lot to deal with. So you can see that's no fun. So I'll take a peek at. First, let me show you his gear, because he is not, he's definitely not in any kind of end game gear. It's important to make him the fastest because you want to get that turn meter down right away. I think when I go against the Doom Tower hard bosses, I'm going to use a Warlord, kind of in the same way. I'm going to go in, have my Warlord go absolutely first, and just put all their skills on cooldown. And then it should be pretty easy from there. So here he is. Here he is. So you can see I got him going 243 speed with crit rate, because he's got this skill that will increase attack buffs on our allies if it's critical. Plus he does decent damage. He does pretty decent damage. I'll show you. Will he be your campaign farmer? No. But can he campaign farm? Yeah, even in this gear. Even weak affinity, right? All weak affinity, he just goes through and turn meter controls and keeps them all down for the count. So turn meter control down, and see, I mean, decent damage, right? That was he did his A3 into his A2. So he starts with his A3. His AI starts with the speed reduction, which isn't a bad thing, because yeah, if you can reduce the speed and speed reduction, turn meter control. And then obviously he's over twice as fast as these guys, so he gets both of those in, yeah, they just never really get a chance to make it happen. He'll do the same thing here: speed down, turn meter down, and then he did weak hit this guy, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So would you use him as a campaign farmer? No, but yeah, he does surprising damage, and you can use him in that aspect as well. So off you go. Okay. So, yeah, there's that. So let's take a peek into Arena and see if there might be any Arena teams. I tried this earlier, and it did not go well. Obviously, nothing is speed-tuned with this, but let's see if we can get some more bot type of teams that he could work against. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. Well, we could work that with our Siffy, maybe. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try this team with our Shatterbones. I would think I'm going to be faster. This guy isn't super experienced or anything. So, okay, so let's go ahead and Siffy up because that Tormund's going to cause us problems. And then we'll put them to sleep. Okay, and then we'll let Shatterbones. So let's do this. We're gonna put the speed decrease on them because that won't wake them up, right? And then let's see if we can kill the Arbiter. Nope. And then we'll put her to sleep. And then we'll redo everything. And then he gets to do. So now these guys are all awake except for him. And we can read bop, bop, bop. All their turn meters are gone except for her. We'll put her back to sleep with Siffy because Siffy's awful. And then we should be able to nuke them down from here. Yeah, okay. So that should just be an auto. I mean, I think in my Plat Arena push, I went against one team that had a Shatterbones, and I was very surprised by it. And that's how I looked him up and said, oh my gosh, he would be really good against Dark Fae because that being able to go first with some kind of turn meter control champion, I'll probably use Lysandra and Cephalia in my Doom Tower hard teams. But yeah, for a more accessible, if you have one of these guys, I think he's really, really good. So yeah, so you can see he did a lot of work depressing the turn meter. And here is a Blender comp. I wonder, he can't be that fast, right? You never know. You never know. How about this guy? Let's try this guy. Let's try this again. It's kind of fun seeing if you can make this work. So again, a Mashald could be trouble for us. We're faster, so we should be able to do that, and then we should be able to put him to sleep. So everyone's asleep. Now let's use his speed reduce. Okay, so he's got their speed reduced. She's not quite half though, so that's not good. So let's see if we can kill her with our Ginbo. Come on. Pop. No. Oh, yeah, I forgot about her. She's going to be awake. So let's put her to sleep. Back to sleep, darling. Let's reset all our... and see if we can take their turn meter. Pop, pop, pop. So, yeah. Everybody but him, obviously, because he's green. And that's no good. And then we'll go ahead and let this auto. And then he should... let's see. Oh, no. Shit. Yeah, this is what I ran into is, obviously nobody is speed tuned here. So I just don't have any... okay, there goes this reduced speed. She's asleep. Come on, get your turn in. No! Oh, was that a counterattack? Ugh. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So if you're going to use him in arena, speed tune and put him on the right team, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, you can see he's got his uses. I think very, very decent champion for the Fae. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.